Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle Brust and Nordman, KBN. Sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's a great day to be alive on this wonderful Tuesday. Kyle Brust and Nordman across ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Ben Brust alongside our guy, our Packer backer, dressed fly. He's Kyle Wallace. Say something, Kyle.
Look at you coming back here with a positive personality and perspective on life.
Just wait until we get into the show. You'll say something that will switch me in a 180 just like that.
Well, thank you for the compliments.
Take it while you get it.
Yes.
Take it while you get it. Brad Nordman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up. What's up, Brad?
It's good to have the full crew back together. I agree with Kyle. It feels like the octave in Ben's voice is just a little bit raised today.
Are you still
concussed?
Excitement. Is the concussion gone?
So it's funny you say that. Over the day that I went away from work, as I heard you guys were talking about on Friday, as I said, just show up and be there and then, leave after, even if you don't do anything. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days off. Very minimal screen time, and I think when I was doing the show with these headphones on, I used to have it really loud. I would always get headaches the next day I was waking up. So the 4 day, I feel like I'm good as gold. Maybe that's some energy is going on as well.
Yeah, Ben is off the injury report. Thankfully, we got him back, full strength.
I ordered some blue light glasses from Amazon, so
gosh.
I got to make sure that I don't overdo it. I've got a lot of screens. I got you guys that are in my ear now all the time, needing everything. So I got to make sure I'm prepared to not go back on concussion protocol.
Listen, this is coming from a punter now. Ben, you're lucky you played basketball, buddy. You are lucky you played basketball.
The football versus basketball
That's
guy
right.
joke. Haha.
We are tougher football players.
Alex Strofe running the show.
Oh, baby, now this is some breaking news.
I don't know what to say. I'm all grown up. I got engaged.
Hey!
We never thought we'd see the day, folks.
Look at that.
It's been a long time on the airwaves at ESPN Wisconsin. I finally got the stones to get down on the knee and tell my baby girl and not our baby. I usually say my baby girl is our daughter, and I ruined it just like that. I got engaged over the weekend. I went down to St. Louis, where my girlfriend's family is from, and she had absolutely no idea. I kind of was an a-hole for a little bit. Not like really like an a-hole, but we just had a kid. We just bought a house. We had, a little overlap in rent with the mortgage. So it was like we had to live tight. Babe, we got to live tight right now. Hospital bill is not cheap when you have a kid, FYI. If you are, you always hear about it, but when you see it, you're like, oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I won't go in on our benefits here at Good Karma Brands. That's for a survey that I fill out. But that being said, I had her because a week ago, before the engagement, she was talking to a very, very close mutual friend of both of us. And in that conversation, she was talking about, getting potentially engaged to or proposed to this year. And she said, well, I really want it to happen in 2024, but I've come to grips that it's probably going to be in 2025. And so I heard that.
Got her.
I heard
hook,
that.
line, and sinker.
I heard that 7 days before we were going to get engaged, and I had the ring for about a month. I kept it in my golf bag of all places. I felt like that was a really safe spot.
Yeah, it's a little counterintuitive. I wouldn't expect your girlfriend, now fiance, excuse me.
Hey,
Yeah,
saying
fiance. She got upgraded.
to be trifling around the golf bag. It's actually pretty smart, Ben.
800-990-3776. 800-990-3776. I really appreciate the funny ones, the true congratulations, and the mean ones that I also know are good-hearted from KBN Nation right now. Coming in on the ESPN Wisconsin Talk and Text line. You can see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison.
So there's one way that you got to celebrate when someone on your show gets engaged. And how do you do that?
I don't know. A present?
We got a little bit of the bubbly here.
What a guy!
We got a little sparkling apple cider. I'm gonna do
Oh, there's not even a...
Okay.
It's a twist top?
I don't even think this is a twist off. I think this is like, I thought this was like cork. This is already going worse than however your engagement went.
Need a
I
bottle
thought it was
opener.
going to be a
We need a
cork.
bottle
You
opener for
pop
this
it
thing?
open. You need a bottle opener.
I got one of my keys, but my keys are upstairs.
Oh, we have to go grab one.
Well, next
I
segment.
don't think we're in any rush to open up the apple cider, but I appreciate the gesture.
I thought it was legit going to be a
I wanna
popping bottle situation.
Oh, wait a minute. I want to celebrate. Too bad we can't like shake it up.
I did that.
I saw you
I did
struggled.
that.
You struggled a little
Is
bit.
that
No, I
common?
didn't struggle. It was tight, and so I had to loosen up a little bit. I wanted to make sure I got the pop.
Got it. Yeah. You did a good job there.
How much do you shake it up though? Because you don't want to waste all that champagne.
It was scary. I was like, I didn't want to overshake it because I wasn't celebrating a world championship in a locker room. I was like, I want to get some to fuzz out, and I got the perfect amount based off the video.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw it.
I mean,
On
know how to do it,
Instagram
but it was
at
fantastic.
Ben Brust if you'd like to see that. But so I set her up good. It was supposed to be on Sunday in the morning where we'd go on a walk because her antennas were down, right? We always go on a walk. But the rain was in the forecast, and it was a blessing from Mother Nature. I've never been kind to Mother Nature. As Kyle knows, I litter. I'm not the most green person in the world.
Not close.
But Mother Nature was very nice because it moved up the engagement to Saturday morning.
Probably because all those banana peels ruined our environment is why the rain was hitting.
Down in St. Louis, it travels that far.
That's the way the earth works.
And from when I got there Thursday night, obviously was just tired because I drove the whole way. Baby was amazing, by the way. I know we talked about that. If you missed any of our shows, go to Wisconsin On Demand. And from there, it was easy peasy lemon squeezy. I moved it up to Saturday, but Friday took forever. I've never experienced time moving so slow in my entire
How long
life.
was the drive supposed to be? How long did it feel like? Hey,
We already popped it.
We popped it. Strofe
Stroph's an early goer.
Yeah, we're rolling. It
We got
popped.
Strophe going early.
It did make
What's
a little
going
bit of a
on
mess
around
here,
here?
too.
Thank you,
There you go.
buddy.
Here's your cup of
Cheers
bubbly.
up.
Apple cider.
Are you gonna suck that up?
No, I didn't
wow.
expect to be hearing that today.
Yeah.
But no,
That's what Kyle does in his basement with the flooded water.
yeah.
Keep sucking, baby.
Baby, we gotta do more sucking.
That is the liner from Alex
Thank
Stroh.
you, Strofe. Man, this feels so official now. It
Thank
does
you,
feel
Brad.
so official.
God, you guys are so sweet.
Yeah, I get to plan for a wedding.
Hey,
Well, cuts are being made already, so just know over the next year, everything you say or do can be used against you in the invitation.
I'm getting
Oh,
cut.
wow.
I'm getting cut. Just don't do it during Packer season.
Well, it's funny because I'll just bring this on the air right now. I got to figure out where Strofe lives on the invite list. And
oh yeah, the save the dates come out quickly now.
So here's the
He's
reason
pretty low
why.
down the list,
Here's
right?
the reason why Strofe, our new producer, is kind of on like I have to figure out where the amount of people is, the venue, the size, because I've been on the radio for like a decent amount of time, 7 years of my life, and Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, was the producer of Scalzo and Brust for a good 5 years. He's been here 1 month. What happens? I know he's got hosting aspirations. He hosts Mr. Irrelevant Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on YouTube. Like, how long is he going to be a part of KBN Nation? Do I invite somebody to my wedding that may not be a part of my life? He's just going to be gallivanting across our Good Karma brand's assets and out of my life? Like, I got to figure out Strofe's, level of buy-in here.
I would like to pitch the idea that I am ordained.
Yeah, you are not.
Oh, wow.
You are absolutely not going to be a part of.
Why
it'd
absolutely
be,
not?
it'd be part of that cost savings, Ben. You got to
I'll do it for
prioritize
free.
when
I'll
it
do
comes
it
to
for free.
wedding.
Oh, he's already offering to
I'll
do it for free. That's
and now he's begging. This is kind of sad.
I'm not
you know?
begging.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I'll do it for free.
We're good on that.
You sure?
Yes.
All right. Can I be the backup option?
You can be the backup option. Yes, you can. I promise. You can be the backup option.
Speaking of
just didn't say where in the backup order you will be.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
fair.
speaking of like speeches, did you have something
Oh, yeah.
prepared in your head?
Oh yeah, and I nailed it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
no one ever nails it.
I nailed it. Here's why I knew I was going to nail it, because she was going to have no
confident.
idea that she was going to be proposed to, and she was going to listen to a word I said. So I was like, I'm just going to say everything that I want to say because she won't be listening.
Did you write it on Chat GPT or did you
No,
come
it
up
was
with it yourself?
Romantic.
I was very
romantic proposal speech.
Just
very
to get some
awkward
words.
on the walk. So I did it on a walk on Saturday morning because I didn't want to raise the antennas up. And of course I say, hey, let's go on a walk. And she's like, well, I think my whole family's going to want to go on a walk. And I was like, hell with that. They are. They all were in on it. You know, they didn't know.
To interrupt, did you know the spot on the walk that you were going to do
Yes.
it? Or-
Shout out to her brother who went and scoped out and drew a map and with 1, 2, and 3 laid out
wow.
options. Like, planning family. They were awesome with the whole thing. And when I got to the spot, there was a ton of people by the spot I wanted to do it. So I awkwardly tell her to sit on this bench, which I never, like, we just walk. Like, hey, let's sit on this bench. I'm wearing a sweatshirt with, like, a kangaroo pouch to keep the ring box in, because I didn't want,
dressed up.
Didn't want to keep it. Well, that's the thing. It wanted to be organic. That would be antennas up, Brad.
That's true. I guess
did my hair, like, for a walk in the morning? She'd be like, what are you doing?
Fair.
So I had to, like, natural. Wanted to make sure everyone got out of the area, so then we start walking back, and I'm like, oh, is that over there? So I've taken us, like, back and forth, and she's still like, why is he being so bleeping weird? Luckily, I had her on a 2025 engagement, so it wasn't like this is happening now. We walk over to the area by the water. I get down on a knee, and
what was her first reaction when you got down on a knee, and what did you say?
How long was the speech?
I had said, because I had been joking with her every time she talked back to me or whatever, brought up the engagement, that I'd be moving it up a year. I was like, 2027 for your engagement now.
Great training.
Thank you, Kyle. I was very, very. I thought of you every time I did that, and so little corny, but like there was a pond that we were going by, and she was like, "Oh, my." One of her sister-in-law's brother just put a pond in their backyard. I was like, baby, we don't have room for a pond. And what are you talking about?
Somebody put a pond in their
and so I said, what year is that going to happen? Like 2030?
Even Brad was surprised.
Yeah,
right?
I was flabbergasted.
The Nortman Estate doesn't even have room for a pond, believe it or not. Even though they're driving around golf carts on 80 acres of land over there in Oconomowoc. And so I was like, well, luckily for this, you're not going to have to wait till 2030. Got down on the knee and said,
wow.
You've been the most amazing mother to our daughter, the best partner I could ever ask for. I'd be crazy to wait any longer than to do this right now. Will you marry me? And she didn't say anything for 5 to 7 seconds. I had to re-ask her, will you marry me?
But isn't that to be expected with a level of shock?
She had to think about it.
I had to re-ask her.
She had to process what was happening. She said, wait a minute now. I know I wanted this, but do I really want this, though?
Oh, is that what she was
Is
thinking?
this what I really want now? The trail of garbage, the trail of Ben. Is this the rest of my life?
the trail of Ben.
She was thinking in
I
her
got to
head.
clean up after this man for 50 years, for the rest of my life.
Forever.
Be more like Brad.
And I was more like Brad, and I would say I was just more like Ben in my finest moment. Pulled off the surprise. It was amazing. Wonderful day. I mean, I got to. Now, here's the crazy part. Because of the surprise, I didn't want anybody hiding in bushes, taking pictures. Like, I didn't want to tip her off at all. And so, as I was proposing, somebody was walking on their Saturday morning walk, and they happened to be a wedding planner. I didn't plant them.
Wild.
She just knows in her nature that she was like, I have to capture this.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do
Amen.
it? And next thing you know, she comes down after. She's like, I have to come over and tell you guys, I saw this. I'm a wedding planner. I have some pictures. I got her number. And she texted me the 5 pictures from afar, took some photos of us right there. So we got the photos and everything. It all worked out.
Why did you specify that you didn't plant her?
What do you mean?
You said I didn't plant her.
Most people plant people to take pictures.
As you should.
No, the Lord was looking out for you.
Thank
Because
you, Kyle.
Let me
Yes, he
tell you,
was.
because when you told me last week that you weren't going to have a photographer, I said, oh, that's not a good idea.
I had the same thought.
I'm like,
Yeah.
You
that
guys didn't
is
say
not-
anything?
No,
This
I
is why you're
said
not invited to the wedding.
I
Real
said
friends
something.
say what they feel to people directly.
You said-
they don't just think about it behind their backs and go home and talk to their spouses.
You said I did do that. You said actually I didn't do that until after, because I did not tell your secret until after about not having a photographer. But
You didn't tell your girl that Ben was getting engaged?
no, not until you got to.
What a guy.
Yeah, not
Really?
until-
I definitely told Lexi.
Oh, okay. Wait,
I trust you and Lexi,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Wait,
I-
Strofe,
was
I told last
I was like,
second.
can't tell anyone, but Ben's going away this
Strofe,
weekend.
now
He's
do you
gonna
know
propose.
why I was pushing the dog watching really hard? Like, 'cause I didn't want the dogs with us, and I tried to ask you and your girlfriend to watch the dog because I really, really needed a weekend, and it was only because of the engagement, but I couldn't tell you because it was too early in the process. I don't trust you yet.
Why couldn't you tell me?
Because you also have a girlfriend, and a lot of people know each other, and I didn't want the antennas up. You gotta keep it tight.
I lied. I told her like Friday. I told her once.
Dead to me, dead to me, dead to me.
Once you were out of town and gone, not on the show, I think I told her why you were not on the show.
Well, very excited about that. Thank you for the apple cider that I'm enjoying. It's very bubbly.
We didn't get to cheers yet.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, man.
Cheers.
Congratulations
Cheers
on giving
I
your
guess
life
my
the
cheers
love.
to is usually on a Monday. We do cheers to and pour one out. I think since it's a Tuesday, we can just do the cheers to today is this. So I appreciate y'all.
Congratulations.
And all of KBN Nation, I love you. Thank you for listening. And here's to the end of my life. I'm just kidding. Ha ha. Dad joke. Dad joke. Nailed it.
That's a good one. That's a
But
good
if you do have memorable engagement stories, good or bad, I prefer bad because I think it's fun when we hear bad stuff because we'll help make you feel better about it. 800-990-3776. 800-990-ESPN. We'll get to your memorable good or bad engagement stories. Plus, Craig Counsell is a loser, and I stand by that 110%. Don't like his attitude. Don't like how he's acting so big time. Loved Willie going yard, and I can't wait to see what happens again tonight. 800-990-3776. Bad or good memorable engagement stories, plus a whole lot more. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. But first, somebody that is going to be happy because she's been waiting for me to pull the trigger, not just on the engagement, but Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin that we're going to put in our home. That's Gina Dell and the fantastic work that Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin can do, not just for me, not just for Brad, but all of you listening, because they have a budget. If you have a budget, they can meet you at your budget. If you want to do the whole house, you can do the whole house. They have financing options to make it work. You name it, they make it happen. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is a showroom in Madison, a showroom in Milwaukee. You go there, you're going to fall in love with the windows. I fell in love with my girlfriend, now fiance. You will do the same with windows. I know that sounds crazy, but Brad, it's like you find an emotional connection. These things like pull on your heart.
I mean, it becomes the fabric of your home. When you talk about all-time great decisions, Ben proposing and you going with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And now is the time to do it with 0% interest. 0% interest in this economy. How can they offer that? I don't know. They're offering it to you for 48 months. So don't wait. Now is the time. We got rain. We got bugs. You got hot weather outside. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Now is the time to replace those windows and doors. Visit PellaWI.com.
800-990-3776. We hear from KBN Nation next. Your memorable engagement stories.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
And I'm sure he'll offer this opportunity again.
Absolutely
What are you going to
not.
sell? What are you going to say to Ben Brust?
I'm saying you don't get your hand on my goddamn face. No. It's a no. I can say it in different languages. No, no, no.
Niche or whatever it is.
I don't know.
Nine.
Nine. That's a firm way to say no.
Nine.
Nine.
Next time we say nine.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here for Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. It's been over 4.5 years I've worked with Zimbrick European, and it's time for you to stop on by and check out all the inventory they have to offer. You can also go to ZimbrickEuropean.com for certified pre-owns, Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, electric vehicles. They literally have it all for you. It's your one-stop shop. Don't forget about Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans as well. Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Check it out. You will enjoy it.
Hey, Drew Scott here, and I'm Jonathan Scott, reminding you that life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. They can help you get just the right protection at just the right price and help you save when you bundle home and auto. Kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It'll be just right for you. We love a custom build. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
See what everyone is talking about at the club at Lac La Belle. The birthplace of golf in Wisconsin has a rich history you will feel upon arrival. The historic course is open to the public 7 days a week. Experience a round at the club at Lac La Belle. Schedule your tee time today at club@laclabelle.com. Looking for more golf? Take advantage of same-day replay rates and enjoy fine dining and event space after your round. An historic past meets a vibrant future. Go to club@laclabelle.com to start your journey.
Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 5 million members. It is the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. Pretty simple. You just pick more or less on 2 or more players' stats for a shot to win up to 100x on your cash. And testing my skills on Prize Picks this playoff basketball season, it's the most simple way to get in on the action. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and submit your lineup. Made my first $10 deposit and received an instant $10 bonus. If you have the skills, you can play for a shot at turning your $10 into $1,000. This playoff season, the star players mean more on Prize Picks. Keep an eye out for starred players on the board, and you could receive a 10% payout boost if they're in your winning lineup. Download the app today and use that code WI for a first deposit match up to $100. That's code WI on Prize Picks for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Transform your home with Ridgetop Exteriors. With over 22 years of service excellence, we specialize in roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutters. Visit us today at ridgetopexteriors.com. That's ridgetopexteriors.com. Find your trusted, local, affordable partner here at Ridgetop Exteriors.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContest.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Oh, Alex Stroh. Hitting my heart, I'm going to cry.
Did you cry?
No.
Really?
Come on. You must have like a quivering lower lip.
No, I just was all smiles and happiness. I was just cheesing.
Oh, man.
Because I had it all planned out. I set her up. Like, it was great. Like, I think I got a thrill out of, like, the plan, if that makes sense.
Out of the deception.
Ross, I appreciate the congrats. Following along what feels like forever, and that's why I appreciate all the notes from everyone across ESPN Wisconsin, from Scalzo and Brust to KBN Nation. If you missed it, I did get engaged over the weekend, and we're asking for your memorable, good or bad engagement stories. 800-990-3776. Catch us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Yes, Alex Stroh, producer of Kyle Brust and Nortman, who's on the maybe list of the wedding invitation.
Yeah, we got to work on that. I don't know how I feel about that as a bit.
It's not a bit.
It's not. It is a bit.
No, it's
If
not.
it makes you feel better.
I'll literally show you the note that my girlfriend or fiance wrote in the car ride home. Put Stroh in the maybe category.
Oh, wow.
Here's the thing. I would have been in the maybe category.
Unreal.
Wait a minute. Last August, I'm in the maybe category. Now, I might not even be in the maybe category last August. Right? So, I mean, you got to earn your way. I'm probably still on the border.
For all the work we do for him. Now, real quick, Ben, I've been thinking the whole commercial break. The woman that took a picture of you. Did you pay her?
No. Should I have been paying her?
You didn't give her a little
A
something?
tip or something like that for capturing the
I
memories?
told her.
Yeah.
I told her if we have the wedding in St. Louis, I'd contact her.
Oh, that was a lie.
my God. It's like hey, I'll tip you a little bit later. You know, like the valet gets your let me get you later.
How many people have you sent those pictures to that she took on her phone that she paid
we
for?
posted them.
Man.
First thing he did was send us pictures.
I texted her,
say, hey,
thank
I
you
got
for
it.
capturing the moment.
She bailed you out beyond belief.
I would have been fine
gift
without the
card,
pictures.
A gift card or something.
A gift card? I don't know this lady.
Let her go get a coffee.
Oh, she didn't know you, but what did she do? She gave you a lifetime of memories.
Look,
You should hand
The
write
first thing I was thinking is this is a pretty nice neighborhood. If she's a wedding planner, I mean, I think she could probably do without my money. 800-990-3776. Paul and Madison, your most memorable, if you have, I guess you could be married more than once, but your memorable engagement story.
It's not Paul, it's the hall monitor.
Oh, God. Why are you ruining my engagement
Congrats,
day?
Ben.
man. Thank you, Jesse.
Listening to your story reminds me of when I went to the Lincoln Memorial 5 years ago, and I proposed to my wife, Becca. And Ben, you know what? Not only are we linked now in our style of sunglasses that we like to wear from the late 2010s, not only are we linked by our careers and how our voices sound on the radio, Ben, you must have taken a page out of my book proposing on the exact same date that I did 5 years ago.
Oh, hell! No!
May 25th, Brothers for Life, buddy!
Oh, no!
Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
I'm as romantic as the guy that proposed in front of the Lincoln Memorial.
Forever linked.
We both picked our fiance's favorite spots. Oh, man. You and I, man, we are so linked forever and ever. This is just wonderful.
Jesse, you know how they asked me if I cried? I'm crying right now that this happened the same day as you.
Yeah.
This is like...
Me too, Ben.
No, not of happiness, Jesse, and thank you for the call.
I'm happy for you too, but...
Thank you, Strofe. Get him out of my life.
This is like Austin Powers. It's like, we're not so different, you and I. You and
That's
Jesse are not
literally
so different.
We're not so different, you and I. Is this the Mark in New Berlin? The guy who called Jordan Love before Jordan Love knew he was going to be good? Mark in New Berlin. Welcome into Kyle Brust and Nortman. Please be my Mark.
Happy Tuesday!
Hey, Mark.
Oh, Benny, I can't believe you did it, but you know I can predict the future. You've seen that with Jordan Love, so I'm predicting good things for you, buddy. Now, that being said, I better be on the list. And I better maybe even a wedding party. Maybe not the head man, but maybe an usher. I look good in a tux.
You know, Mark, I genuinely will text the fiance right now and put Mark in New Berlin on the maybe list. How does that work?
Maybe. Yeah, I'll take maybe. Now, my story's a little different, fellas. Unlike you guys, she asked me to marry her.
No way.
And unlike you, Ben, yeah, she asked me. I remember where we were. We were at some saloon. She asked me to marry her. You know, and like your girlfriend, I didn't wait 7 minutes or 7 seconds. I waited 7 days. I did background checks, credit checks. I even had an artist render what she might look like in 30 years.
You got a prenup, Mark?
Prenup? Yeah, well, of course. But, I mean, I even had a rendering of what she might look like in 20 to 30 years.
Wait a minute, Mark. Wait a minute. You were dating this woman.
How long did you date her for?
Yeah.
How long did I date her for? I met her...
that night,
probably a year and a half.
You didn't know her. You were willing to date her and risk maybe having her get pregnant or whatever you did, and you didn't do a background check in any of this beforehand? You had to wait?
I waited. I did a background check, credit check. I did more checks on her, and then all of a sudden, like I said, I got a rendering. I'm still married, yeah.
Oh, does she know you're talking
I'm
about
still married. You think how would you leave someone like me?
Hey, I like your confidence. This man must be a hell of a good-looking guy.
Don't say that. Now Mark's going to have a big head. I love you, Mark in New Berlin.
He said he made her wait a week before his decision.
And she asked him, like, did she just grow impatient? It's only been a year and a half.
Let me tell you, I've heard Mark in New Berlin on the radio, and many people have across ESPN Wisconsin. Nobody in their right mind would ask him to marry them.
Are you saying his wife is not in her right mind?
Yeah.
Are you saying his wife may be a doll?
His wife might not be real. He could be getting catfish still to this day. That's how I know Mark in New Berlin. Josh and Kewaskum, 800-990-3776. Your memorable, good or bad, engagement story. Now that we've heard a bad one of the Lincoln Memorial from Jesse Nelson, I'd like some good in my life.
Yeah, so mine was more on the way to the engagement. We were heading up to Door County, and there was a car accident, and I helped pull a kid out of a burning car before I did it. So everybody at work then said that I didn't give her a chance to say no because I helped save someone's life.
Wow.
Wow, it's a superhero.
Give him a round of applause.
Wow. Memorable, say the least.
Did you have the kid at the wedding at least? I mean, that should have been there.
No, never seen the guy ever since. But
well, he's
yeah,
hopefully still kicking on this earth because of you, Josh. Josh and Kewaskum, thank you for the call. 800-990-3776.
And you thought walking by a little pond was impressive.
I wonder if he
Mine was
pulled
a shock value, and she appreciated it.
Yeah, I wonder if he pulled the kid out of the car and then went right down on one knee and said, "What do you say, baby?" She's like, "Yeah, let's do it."
I have to now.
Yeah. Superhero.
You sexy man,
Yeah.
you pulling kids out of cars
You're a
and saving
hero.
lives. You're like a Superman in real life.
That's enough out of you.
Maybe you took
Yeah.
advantage of her in
it's-
the sense of like, hey, I just did this. You can't say no.
800-990-3776. If you have more good or bad engagement stories, we will get to you. Plus, Mark Tauscher's going to join us. We got 2 Snoop Dogg giveaways.
Ooh.
2 Snoop giveaways today, right, Strofe?
Just one.
We have one?
Just 2 tickets. 2 tickets.
2
one
tickets,
giveaway.
1 giveaway. Now, just tell me, when should we tell KBN Nation to be ready to dial?
1 hour from right now, 3:30 p.m.
3:30 p.m. giving away a pair of Snoop Dogg tickets at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. And speaking of Potawatomi Casino Hotel, you know where I'm going to be today? Oh, for the record, fiance, after I gave her the speech of how we have to live tight because we got the house, the kid, the hospital bill, she was getting mad at me when I go to Pato because she was like, "You need to be." I thought you didn't have money for a ring. Now I do, so I'll be at Potawatomi Sportsbook right after the show today. We'll get to Ben's same game parlay later in the show because I got to place that. Cubs, Brewers are playing. They're like, we got Counsell out, Counsell, whatever you want to call him. He's here in Milwaukee. I mean, I know he says he lives in Whitefish Bay, but I'm done with him. My point is, we got to get some action, and I'll be heading over to the sportsbook to see the 2,000 square foot video wall, to place a bet in person. You can use the kiosk. They have 20 minutes of parking for free for you to just get in, get out, get your bet, and go home like I'm going to have to do and act like I'm going to have a big game and I'll be there all night, but I won't because I want to get back to spend time with her. But whatever you need, they have. Potawatomi Casino Hotel, tons of great chances to view UFC. You're going to have NBA playoffs. You're going to have MLB. You're going to have everything you need at Potawatomi Sportsbook. It will only get better. 800-990-3776. Plus, Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher joins us next on Kyle Brust Norman.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Things ever happened to you from a breakup?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh no!
I don't want to talk about it.
You brought it, so I had to ask.
I ain't gonna put my old shorties on blast, but
why not? They're old shows.
I've had some.
They're old shows.
My parents listen to this show. I don't want my parents to know the craziness that I've dealt with that they son been a part of.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
For the ultimate sports betting experience, get in the game at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Unleash your inner champion with dozens of betting kiosks, a VIP deck, high-end bar, first-class restaurant, broadcast booth, a 2,000 square foot video wall, and more. It's a sports fan's paradise, 24/7. Bet above the rest. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Visit the website for more. Must be 21 years old. All bets must be made on site.
Jeff Levering and wife Ashley love their patio door from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
It's so bright, it's so clear. I can see the kids outside playing, and it makes it comfortable for the life we live.
I love the roll screen. The fact that the screen is on the inside and no drafts, it's a game changer.
Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. That's 5/31/2024.
Hey everybody, this is Greeny here, and this message is for all the home improvement DIYers out there. Sherwin-Williams is running the play of the season with their Memorial Day sale. Get 30% off all paints and stains May 24th through June 3rd. We're talking every color here, people. They still haven't made a Jets green for me, but their Shamrock shade is pretty darn close. That's 30% off paints and stains May 24th through June 3rd. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store.
Seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technologies Summer Sale event and save on select PCs like the XPS 16 powered by Intel Core processors. You'll be able to bring your most intensive projects to life with built-in AI, minimalistic design, immersive visuals, and cinematic audio. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics plus free shipping on everything. Amazing prices await you for a limited time only at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
The Children's Theater of Madison is hosting Taste of Broadway at the Sylvie on June 1st. Jim Rutledge here for one night only. Enjoy a dinner theater experience for the whole family right here in Madison. Enjoy popular Broadway songs from shows like Beauty and the Beast, Hamilton, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, and many more. All proceeds will benefit the Children's Theater of Madison and help them carry out their artistic, education, and access programs. Choose the ticket package right for you and your family at ctmtheater.org. That's ctmtheater.org.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Jim Rutledge here, and I want to tell you about the Bruce Company, Dane County's premier retailer of outdoor furniture. They'll help you elevate your outdoor living space like they have for me. Exceptional craftsmanship, all the latest styles, colors, and durable materials that hold up to whatever Wisconsin weather brings. From deep seating to dining, pick your set and the Bruce Company will customize it to fit your style. Visit their furniture showroom in Middleton and let their trained staff help you bring your outdoor dreams to life. The Bruce Company, your outdoor living experts.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find.
Watch PGA Tour champions, including tournament host and defending champion Steve Stricker, at the American Family Insurance Championship when it returns to University Ridge Golf Course next Friday. Yes, next Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. Tournament week includes an exciting concert featuring 3-time Grammy Award-winning Train on Friday, June 7th at Breeze Stevens Field. Proceeds will support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Families Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com. That's amfamchampionship.com for a heck of a weekend of sports and entertainment right here in Wisconsin.
The remix version of Unwritten, I like. Old T, Mark Tauscher, Packer Hall of Famer, joining Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin right now. Tausch, what do you think of the remix?
I liked it the last 2 times I joined and you weren't here. I thought it was great.
Oh, nice. Well, that's why it's my first time hearing it. I must be taking days off like you, Old T.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. What was that?
Nailed it. Taushi, when it comes to, so if you didn't hear the news, I'm engaged and happen to be on the same time.
Actually, you know what, Benny? I actually heard the news on Sunday already. I didn't even hear it from you, which, by the way, hurts my feelings.
No, it doesn't.
You didn't give Taushi a text?
My old buddy, I kind of thought we were boys. We're not anymore.
You're
So
doing
I
the
get it.
Jason Wilde thing right now. Like, I only want to get invited just to get invited, even though I won't go.
Oh, Ben, you know that's different. Ben, you know that's different.
I do know it's different. But I got a text here from Matt and Racine. Is KBN Nation going to have a chance for an invite to the wedding sweepstakes?
Yeah.
Strofe is on the maybe list. Should I do Strofe or KBN Nation? Maybe try and figure out a way to get.
Here's what you need to do. You need to invite. Strofe will show up, but Strofe is unless something has changed. Strofe is single, so you only give him 1 ticket.
Oh no, he's a taken man. That's an extra plate.
Oh, Strophy's back in love?
Oh, yeah. Oh, deep love. He's already saying the L word.
Oh, my God. Boy, things move quick down in Milwaukee with those Strophy. I think you do the same thing not that you're going to steal an idea from Jesse, but I think invite Wilde knowing he's not going to show up, then he can't pout, and then you use those 2 tickets to give away in a creative, fun way to your KBN Nation. That's what I would recommend.
This would be your second time stealing an idea from Jesse. Just so you know, Tal, she got engaged on the exact same day as Jesse Nelson did.
No.
Jesse called in, Tausch. It ruined my whole engagement.
You understand that those two have been called doppelgangers. They've, their voices are the same.
It's exactly what he said when he called in. It was like it made me want to cry, not of joy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, so you might as well just embrace the whole thing. You should get all of your wedding ideas, the venue, the drinks, and everything else, and just take everything that Jesse did, because he's 2 years in now and happily married, and that's really all that matters.
Old T, I got a lot for you because I haven't talked to you obviously in a while. I guess I'll start here.
Who did you all text? Let me ask you this: who did you all text before you made the announcement on air?
Who did I text? Like, you want me to? I mean,
yeah, at the company. Like, no, just at the company. I want to kind of see where I'm at in the fact.
Oh, so this is turned into see where Tausch ranks on the totem pole. Old T,
I'm assuming Brad and Kyle.
Yeah, these guys knew. Strofe knew very last second because he's so young. I didn't want anything to slip because I set her up good. It was a full surprise. Now again, before we get to to old Tauschi playing, I didn't get the text.
Who else?
I was around in Madison when Tausch got the brand new house with all the Pella windows and doors and all the great partners that have been a part of that process. I didn't even get invited to the house for the opening party.
Yeah, that's fair.
so I didn't have you at the top of the text list, bud.
Man, you can hold on to that for years.
Finally had a chance to use it against him. Sorry, I missed that, old T. But again, don't play this guy. You're not this guy.
Who else did you text?
I texted a lot of people.
Hey, Benny, but I am curious. I mean, I think we're all, most of us are curious people, and you kind of always want to. Big moments in life kind of separate, Jesse, again, not to bring up Jesse Nelson, but because you two are twins, kind of see where you're at in the tierdom, and I see where I'm at. I'm okay with that. I can live with that, and I'll move forward.
Yeah, you're tier 4 right now as it comes to the wedding and the engagement. Yeah, you're ahead of Craig Counsell. I can say that, even though we live in the same neighborhood. Now, Tauschi, do you think Counsell will ever be universally welcomed back?
Not universally, but I think what you saw yesterday in comparison to what you'll see when he is rightfully inducted into the Brewers, I don't know if it's the Ring of Honor or whatever they call it, he'll be cheered and he'll be, I think, appreciated for what he did. But I think it's a little bit different because people feel really hurt by the fact that they all thought he was one of us. It wasn't like a great athlete. This was somebody that has, kind of played to the roots of being a Wisconsin guy, loved the Brewers. And even though, the circumstances dictated that he felt like he needed to make the move, I think there's going to be a certain section of fans that will never get over that. And I think by his statements yesterday, he's okay with that.
One interesting wrinkle in the game yesterday was the montage of Craig Counsell as the game started. Now, that struck me as very strange, and I thought that was not the right thing to do by the Brewers. So, one, what is your impression on that whole Craig Counsell montage as he returns? And I was wondering, did Favre have that when he returned to Lambeau? And I think you were still playing at the time, so he would know that. Did Favre have a montage when he returned as a Viking quarterback?
No, there was no montage. I think everybody understood what was going to happen, and it was. I wasn't at Fan Field yesterday, so I can't I can't tell you how it felt. I can tell you how it looked. And when at Lambeau Field when Brett came in, it was vitriol. There was a sense of, it was harsh. I don't know if that was the case yesterday. The passion was obviously high in regards to not being, on board with what this was doing. And as far as the montage per se, I don't fully understand what the Brewers knew what was going to happen when they played that. Everybody understood kind of what was going to happen. And my question was, if that's not what you were looking for, you knew it was going to happen. I would say give it a little time. I don't think you necessarily need it because The other thing I found interesting, when Stephen Watson joined us this morning, I didn't even know this. Craig Counsell mentioned how short the montage was after the game. So I guess,
living in his
if you were trying
head.
to honor, if you were honoring Craig, and I think you were, you didn't really do that either. So I thought it was a, PR. Let's just do this because we feel like we have to, and then we'll move on with our lives type of deal.
Yeah, but Taushi, I love that they did it because I think it fired up all of American Family Field even more for the environment. So, that's the positive for it. Is it enraged everyone that passion was felt?
There was definitely, I think if that was indeed the question, I totally agree with you as far as what that would be. That makes sense, but I don't know if that's necessarily what you were looking to do.
Well, did you approve of what the fans did? Were you satisfied with the response?
Yeah,
I mean, you're a Wisconsinite, so.
I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem with what the fans did. The fans could do what they want. I think.
You sound like Counsell, man. Oh, the fans. I hope you just have a good time. Oh.
Well, of course the fans can get upset, and the fans can do it. As long as you're being you're not like harming anybody. I think Counsell thought they were going to get put. Everybody kind of assumed that was what was going to happen. I think Craig was ready for it, and fans are pissed off. They're hurt. I think they're more hurt than they are like super irritated. I think they're just hurt that, and it was one of the things I was talking about this morning was I think also part of it is it's kind of a shot to the small market and how we build our teams. I think it's a reminder of that too. That's another layer in this really complicated Craig Counsell leaving you for the Cubs rather than another team. Mm-hmm. That's all part of this whole reason why fans are upset about it.
Talk with Old T, Mark Tauscher, Packers Hall of Famer here on Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Tausch, you mentioned like the harsh word when it came to Favre coming back to Lambeau. Do you have any examples to bring us there? I mean, or was it just all screaming and swearing at him?
It was a feeling, Ben. Like you could just
the animosity was just so strong.
You could feel the tension. You could feel when he came out for warm-ups. There was a lot of. It was just pent up. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe our guy for all these years is in purple, or it was, I guess, in white and purple at the time, or white and whatever it was. It wasn't, there's a bunch of booing, a bunch of cussing, signs, all the stuff that normally you think. But this was just, the atmosphere was so tense, and it was so just, you could feel the amount of how badly you wanted to beat your old teammate and your old quarterback. It's something I don't think we've ever felt up there. I mean, I never saw any atmosphere quite like that.
Tausch, let's say we've been talking about the fans in general. Let's say you are in attendance yesterday at American Family Field. The Craig Counsell montage goes. Are you booing, cheering, or staying silent for Craig Counsell? You personally.
Ooh, great question. I think I'm staying silent. I'm not
politician.
I'm on your
politician
side,
Tausch.
Let the man speak.
If I may.
You may.
So I'm torn on this, and I understand. I'm a fan. I was hurt and I was upset that Craig Counsell left, and he left for the Cubs. But I'm also understanding of the fact, from a player's perspective, that teams don't pay you full freight. Teams will get rid of you, and I understand the loyalty side of it. And while I'm a Brewers fan, I also can see the big picture of it, and that's why I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to be screaming with fire torches and everything else. I'm just going to look at it and say, all right, I was bummed then. It's been 6 months, 8 months, whatever it's been, and I understand why it happened. I'm not a Craig Counsell fan as a manager, but I still respect what he did when he was in Milwaukee during the golden era of Brewers baseball. He was the leader of that era, and I appreciate what he did.
T, before we let you go, and it's happened with Jason, it's happening with you. You have helium voice, and it's kind of amazing. Selfishly, I want to bring this up. Like you sound like you sucked in a helium balloon, and you're talking on the radio right now. It's awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure where I can go with that.
Nothing.
Right.
Just know that you sound weird, and it's great for the audience. Last night, I had an emotional reaction to Drew Holiday. I'm still very upset. Like, regardless of getting Dame was the right thing, like, Am I crazy for not
Hold
being
on.
over the fact?
Define emotional
Like
reaction.
I almost was crying. Like, I love Drew Holiday. He was so good for the Milwaukee Bucks, and now I'm watching him on a championship contender while we've been bumped out of the first round 2 years in a row. Him making game-winning plays for the team. He's been scoring well, but outside of that, what he brings, there's a reason why he's playing for the U.S. Olympic team this summer, and I'm mad watching him play well while the Bucks have been knocked in the first round the last 2 years. Am I crazy?
All right. Yeah, all you need to do, go back and watch the Miami Heat series against the Bucks last year. Go back and watch that, and then see where your emotions lie when Jimmy Butler's torching him for 50 points.
Yep.
Go ahead and
That's
do
it.
that. So
That's
Drew
how we're going to
Holiday
hold
would
Drew
be
Holiday
great.
to is just the one game against Jimmy Butler. How about the fact that he helped win the NBA Finals for them defensively? How about the fact that he came to the 2021 Olympics? No, this is my time, Tausch. Go ahead.
Okay. Thanks for having me.
Now, go ahead. Oh, old T dropped on the line.
Wow, power move by old T.
Old T salty that I didn't tell him that I was getting engaged. I think that's what it came down to.
You were holding that grudge for years and not going to his housewarming party?
Yeah, that is deep in the archives,
You
Ben.
picked that up right away. Like, I know
What
why.
do you got, Stroh?
Is he an automatic invite?
After today, after hanging up on me on my engagement day, I just don't know anymore.
Let me rephrase the question. Who has a better chance of being invited, me or LT?
You guys are like literally on the same boat right now. On the edge.
That's saying a lot. He's
Me
mad
and
at
Packers
us.
Hall of Famer? All right.
Yeah. You're backup officiant and backup DJ. You got a lot of backup
You got a
roles.
DJ already?
No, but you're just backup.
But I'm qualified.
We'll see how the music is the rest of the day. We'll be back. Kyle Bruston Nortman, old T, a little salty, a little grumpy that I got a little fired up, and because he's wrong about Jimmy Butler in one game.
He's not wrong about that. He was right.
It's because you're an emotional roller coaster, Kyle.
Oh, I'm just saying he was right.
800-990-3776. If you have anything to get off your chest, it could be Craig Counsell. It could be seeing Drew Holiday like me, or it could be whatever we talk about next on Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
And make sure everyone's tuning in when we do this, because y'all's faces are going to be like,
it better be sweet.
If you think I'm gonna act like that for oatmeal, you're outside your damn
You've never
mind.
had Brad Nortman's oatmeal.
It's not
Yeah, but
Quaker,
I've also
is
had
it?
chocolate chip
No,
pancakes
no,
with butter
organic.
and syrup that make me go, oh, baby, oatmeal ain't gonna
You'll
do that.
be surprised. I'm going to do a variety.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Hunter Vaughn. 5 Badgers are heading to Eugene, Oregon for the track and field championships this week. 4 men qualified for the championships, including Andrew Casey, who ran the 7th fastest 800-meter in UW history with a time of 1:47.41. For the women, Olivia Roberts was the lone qualifier in the hammer throw. The championships run from Wednesday to Saturday. You can watch the first 3 days on ESPN2 and the final day on ESPN.
Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PalaWI.com.
Ben Brust here from Kyle Bruston Nortman and tell you about the newest spike tee on the market, and that is Hoop Tee. And when I mean that it's the newest and best, it was born on the boardwalk of Ocean City, Maryland, and enjoyed now right here in Madison, Wisconsin. With flavors like an original spike tee. You have peach, you have mango, you have watermelon. Hoop Tee will make you feeling great with whatever flavor fits your profile. Hoop Tee. Enjoy the hoops on the screen and hoops in your hand. HoopTee.com. Must be 21 years or older to enjoy. Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because they never charge over the MSRP.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly opened Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
Join the fun and friends of Madison School and Community Recreation for the 20th annual Four Friends Golf Outing, Wednesday, July 17th at the Oaks Golf Course. Jesse Nelson here. Since 2003, the Friends of MSCR has raised over $500,000 to fund new programming, equipment, fee assistance, staff development, and more. You can support accessible recreation in Madison through sponsorship or by signing up for a foursome. Head to mscr.org/golf for more information and to register today.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
And I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, "Marry me, Julie."
Oh, you're vibing to this, Kyle?
Just because I don't like most of her music doesn't mean I don't like all of her music.
That's fair, because her new album sucks.
Powerful.
And all I have to do is listen to it when I come home, when my fiance is with our baby and she's playing it and already like trying to get Taylor Swift in her head. I don't know.
No. Is it weird?
I know. Oh, no is right, Kyle.
Is it weird saying fiance?
No, I feel like not at all.
Yeah.
I feel like Baby Mama has a better ring to it.
Hey, take it easy. That's my fiance you're talking about. My fiance does enjoy going on the road America with me because there's something more to do than just the racing. There is tons of great food, tons of activities, a family fun zone. Baby girl can go over there and enjoy while me and my fiance watch her enjoy the family fun zone. There's great food, great action on the racetrack. And if you are just genuinely interested in motorsports, right, the Indy 500 was a great time, and those cars will be at Road America here in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin very soon. So get your tickets for the NTT IndyCar Series as soon as possible because it's coming up in June 5th through the 9th. So that weekend is going to be a ton of fun in Wisconsin to have the best IndyCar racers right here, enjoy the racing on the track, and then come for that experience, stay for the race. And I always have to mention, because this is huge, with affordable family fun, kids 16 and under are free with a paying adult at the gate. I'm Ben Bruss alongside Packer backer Kyle Wallace, Super Bowl 50 runner-up Brad Nortman, and Alex Strofe running the show. KBN Nation can get in the show on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, as well as our ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line, 800-990-3776. What's that face, buddy?
I'm trying to figure out why we have a Carmi dog on our middle of our table here.
Looks like a trophy that is missing a home.
Yeah. I'm just very, very curious about some of the things that are just sitting around here. We should leave this bottle here.
So for those that don't know, Carmies are an internal award that we give away for a good performance. I was going to check. Did you win one?
I have not won one, no.
I didn't win one. Brad's
win one.
not new. Did you win one this year?
I've won one in the past.
No, but did you? Because what they do is they bring in the trophy and then they come in surprise on the radio and then they.
I didn't know I was not nominated at all this year.
Okay, well, do better. I think I was nominated. Yeah, I was. Didn't win. 800-990-3776. Sorry, I didn't know what to do when Kyle threw the "What's the dog" trophy doing in the middle of the show.
Caller 10 right now. Are you smarter than Ben Brust coming up next?
It's already 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock, and Are You
It's
Smarter
time.
Than Ben Brust time?
Oh, baby. First one is a fiancé. Am I going to go 1-0 or 0-1? And your chance to win a $25 gift card. Caller 10 for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? That'll be in 2 minutes, so get your calls in quick. 800-990-3776. That's 800-990-ESPN. Caller 10. You get 15 questions in 90 seconds. You're allowed to say skip or pass. If you beat me, what's my record? 16, 12-1? You get me closer to 500, whichever one wants. But I want to win today for my fiance and for my daughter. 800-990-3776. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Hi, I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. I've been here for over 4 decades now, and I can tell you here at Goodman's Jewelers, we pride ourselves on high standards, classic traditions, honesty, and integrity. We're a small independent jeweler with a great history, so you'll find us more personal than other big-name jewelers. Find Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. My name is Riley Yauk, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. The NTT IndyCar Series is coming June 6th through the 9th. Get your tickets today and check out the full season schedule at roadamerica.com. Starting in baseball, as the Brewers had possibly their most cathartic win of the season yesterday, trouncing Craig Counsell and the Cubs 5-1 in Counsell's first appearance at American Family Field since he signed on with Chicago back in November of 2023. Here is the much maligned Cubs manager on whether or not he's bothered by the fans' reactions.
Probably bothers me less than, it bothers you initially, of course. Some things that happen bother you for sure. But as it goes on, it's some of it's, you're a fan and you get to feel how you want to feel. That's like you're entitled to that as a fan. So I'm good with that.
Crew looks to take another one from the Trader tonight as Freddie Peralta will toss his first pitch at approximately 6:40. Now it's time for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust on KBN, which continues now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle Brust and Nordman, KBN. Sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust is riding high. If you missed any of our show, any of the first hour, Ben Brust finally got engaged to his longtime girlfriend. So he's feeling really good. It's that time of week, though, where it is Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, 3 o'clock on Tuesday. And there's been a lot of allegations. There's been a lot of allegations about the evolution of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust. Brad Nortman here alongside Kyle Wallace and Alex Strofe and a special guest. That's because there's been allegations that the show has evolved into being too easy, that Alex Strofe is not providing challenging enough questions, too many repeats for Ben Brust, and this voice and this presence of Brad Nortman is not intimidating enough, like the version 1 in Scalzo in Brust. So you know what? We thought, let's change it up. Let's bring that intimidating voice and presence back to the air. Let me reintroduce to KBN Nation, Greg Scalzo.
Yeah, nothing intimidating like a 5'7" middle-aged man who's as out of shape as he's ever been. So, I'm excited. It's not me though. This is about Joshy DiMaggio because Joshy DiMaggio hand-selected these questions. This is old school. Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Who do we have as our contestant today?
Craig in Hales Corners.
All right, I'm going to screw up reading doing the rules. So just as a warning, because I know we have contest rule things, you guys might have to make sure that you correct me. But let's start it up. Let's fire it up.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
That's right. It's time for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Today's contestant is Craig in Hale's Corner. You all know how the game is played. We've got 15 questions in 90 seconds, whichever comes first. If you don't know the answer to a question, you are allowed to say skip or pass, and we'll revisit that question if we get through the entire 15. Craig in Hale's Corners, what does the winner win, by the way? I don't know the prize.
A $25 gift card.
The winner wins a $25 gift card. Craig, any questions, or are you good to go?
I'm good to go.
All right, Craig in Hale's Corners, and Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? In 3, 2, 1. Which artist painted The Starry Night in 1889?
Van Gogh.
What are the primary colors of light?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Which European country colonized Brazil?
France.
Which river is the longest in the United States?
Mississippi.
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Jefferson.
Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird?
Pass.
What does NASA stand for?
National Aeronautic and Space Administration.
What does the prefix kilo mean in the metric system?
Kilogram.
What word describes a word that spells the same backwards and forwards?
Enneagram.
Where is the United Nations headquartered?
New York City.
What type of car is the Mystery Machine in the Scooby-Doo series?
A van.
What vegetable was originally purple but is now orange? Counts if you get it. Might as well guess.
Grapefruit.
Come on, that's not orange, man. What are we doing here? What language do they speak in Brazil? You think they speak French in Brazil, Craig? Come on. Still a pretty decent
I'm trying to make it easy for him because I totally dominated him in the 2s, 3s, and 3s competition last year at Summerfest. So trying to make it easy.
Yeah. Excuses are like, never mind. I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Maybe too easy.
5 spot. Yeah, that was an okay performance. There's a couple ones in there, though.
The toss-ups that he...
Yeah.
Brad, what do you grade Scalzo?
I mean, Scalzo's the OG. I mean, it's got to be an A.
Is it different? Is it different than when I do it than when Brad does it? I don't think it's that different. I think Brad does a nice job.
Brad does a good job. Brad just, he's just Brad.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you're just Brad.
Yeah.
There's no intimidation factor to it, where Scalzo has like a intimidation factor.
I don't know about that.
This man right here was just, he saw you. He was
Yeah, my
surprised.
heart was racing.
Yeah.
You're in his head already.
You had
because when
genuine
he asks
shock.
the questions, I usually lose.
See, I move the questions around too, just as we go. So Strofe had to work out some gymnastics there to make sure he was on top of it. So we think he got a 5 spot. What do you mean?
You were coming down the steps, and I was like, where are you going? I'm going to chat with the engineers.
No, I wasn't. I went and said hello to our wonderful friends at Junior Achievement, and then I came right in here. I just didn't tell you where I was going after I said hi to our friends at Junior Achievement.
There he goes, talking his way out of everything.
Surprise, buddy.
Ben Brust, who got engaged the same day as Jesse Nelson. Congratulations, by the way.
When you saw that, did you laugh out loud?
Strofe told me earlier. Oh, how sweet it is. The irony. All right, Benny, you know how to play the game. You've won a lot. We'll see what today looks like. Josh DiMaggio wrote the questions. I read the questions. You get 15 questions in 90 seconds. Whichever comes first. If you don't know the answer to a question, you are allowed to say skip or pass.
Have these two done anything, or are they just taking a segment off?
I introed Scalzo, but then besides that, the baton is passed,
And then
the
Kyle
expert
still
takes
just
over.
hanging out.
Excuse me, I have
does.
a video of you being shocked.
Good
I was
job.
working behind
That
the
was
scenes.
good, genuine reaction.
I
to it.
genuinely.
My goodness.
My heart was racing when I saw Greg, like I saw my fiance when I went down on a knee this weekend.
Wow.
I don't
That's
know if
something.
that's a good thing. Cool.
I love Greg as much as my fiance.
I don't think you should say that a few days after you get engaged.
She knows I love you.
I love you too, buddy. But not for the next 90 seconds. You know how the game is played. I just read the rules. You can skip, pass. We'll get to all of them after we get through the original 50. Any
Sounds
questions?
good.
Or you good to go?
Good to go.
All right. Benny Brust, and Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? In 3, 2, 1. Which artist painted The Starry Night in 1889?
Mona Lisa.
What are the primary colors of light?
White, blue, and red.
Which European country colonized Brazil?
Portuguese. It's Spain?
Which river is the longest in the United States?
Mississippi?
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird?
I don't know, pass.
What does NASA stand for?
National Association of Science Atlas. I don't know.
What does the prefix kilo mean in the metric system?
Kilogram.
What word describes a word that is spelled the same backwards and forwards?
These are ridiculous. Pass. I hate this.
Where is the United Nations headquartered?
The UN? Switzerland?
What type of car is the Mystery Machine in the Scooby-Doo series?
A Volkswagen.
What type of vegetable, what vegetable was originally purple and is now orange?
A grapefruit?
Which element has the atomic number 1? You have no chance anyway.
Hydrogen.
I mean, you got that? Out of all these ones, you got hydrogen?
Yeah, I mean, it's number 1 in chemistry. When I got a D, I was able to get...
Ben, you become slow as soon as he comes here.
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
The intimidation factor. This is a different Ben
Mona
Brust.
Lisa.
He is
Mona
shocked.
Lisa.
That's not as bad as going, wait, Brazil, they speak Portuguese. What country? Spain.
Yo, you are shook.
Well, I know that Spain, call it like the Mexico.
What country is next to Spain in Europe that sounds like Portuguese?
Portugal.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe how stupid you just became.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
if
were
won or not.
reversed.
It's his fault. You were stupid.
You revert in stupidity.
I can't believe
It is a
that.
shocking sight to see.
I knew from the jump. I said, "Oh, he's in trouble." I said, "Oh, what's going on?"
The longest river in the United States question, we have asked at least 12 times.
Hang on, it's not. And I once said the Nile, which is incorrect. That's the world one. This is. I don't even know anymore. It's been 15 times.
It's not the Mississippi, but it's the
Missouri River.
The Missouri River.
I was just in Missouri, too.
Didn't we just do the colors on the spectrum last week? And you did better last week. White.
White.
Yeah.
Cool, guys.
Did he win, lose?
Well, he lost by a mile. It was a 2-spot.
Oh, God.
That is embarrassing.
Do you see the shock that they're in, Greg?
Congratulations to Craig and Hales Corners, who also had a bad performance, I think.
Josh DiMaggio texts in, thank you for my service.
Shout out to Josh DiMaggio.
Producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, Mornings 94.5 ESPN.
See, there you go.
Former producer of Scalzone Brust when I used to lose a lot.
I love how in awe Kyle is.
I'm telling you, the guy has some sense of, like, he knows the big painters. I thought he would say at least one of the great artists. He said Mona Lisa. That's a painting.
But they know. Yes, that one was bad. When I said it, I was like, oh, no, I've reverted back. I was like, oh, no, they gone did it.
I mean,
they gone
seriously,
did it.
Usually, Ben walks in with a sense of swagger and confidence. It was only like cowardice. That's all I saw. It was just concern.
He's in my seat. He's in my seat. I don't know what to do.
He was scared. He was scared.
So, Brad, just for you, for future, the Van Gogh question was number 13. I know that's going to get him off to a bad start right off the top.
Oh.
So you just got to get him to lose confidence early on.
Got to rattle him.
Got to rattle him early on. And then he's thinking about the answer that he just got wrong into the next one. And you just got to keep bouncing around until you
that's a
got
veteran savvy move right there.
Yep.
I'm learning something, Greg.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
That's what it's all about.
Kyle can't figure this out.
Because he said it. When you Brazil and you say they speak Portuguese, and I'm like, okay, the man's gonna get this one.
I thought so too.
And then Spain, I was like, oh my god.
Did Craig and Ben both say grapefruit.
Yes. And we
That's
thought we thought
For
something was wrong with him.
vegetables, vegetable, first off.
Oh, no.
The name fruit is in grapefruit, and he asked about a vegetable.
We'll go
And I
through
don't
the
think it's
answers.
orange either.
It's purple. Grapefruit is purple.
I said
still,
that
though.
start, and I actually gave an extra hint because the actual question was what vegetable was originally purple, but it didn't tell you what it was. Now the answer is carrot, and I even said it's now orange. Didn't work. Primary colors of light: red, green, blue. Hydrogen is indeed the element that has the atomic number 1, which again I can't believe out of all of
there's
these.
like 160-ish of them. Of course, I remember number 1.
That was your number. Portugal is the European country that colonized Brazil. Missouri River, longest river in the United States. Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. Harper Lee wrote To Kill a Mockingbird. We didn't get to PDF. That stands for Portable Document Format. Van Gogh painted The Starry Night in 1889. Do you know anything about Vincent Van Gogh? The most famous thing about Van Gogh?
Cut off his head?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Cut off his head.
Cut off something.
Portion of it, I guess.
His ear. NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration, which again, Craig from Hale's Corner was not that hot. And then he nailed NASA of all the ones for him to get.
What did you say for NASA? National
Association of Space
Atlas.
Atlas. Where the hell did you get Atlas from?
The prefix kilo means 1,000, which neither of you got. Palindrome is a word that's spelled the same backwards and forwards. New York City is where the United Nations is headquartered, and the Mystery Machine is a van in the Scooby-Doo series.
Oh, I didn't know if it was big. I knew it was a van.
You still would have lost.
I still would have lost?
You still would have lost.
All right, you can go now.
All right.
Taking the small victories you can get. My goodness, man.
Brad, while I catch my breath and get my seat back and get market manager
He's
Greg
shaking.
Scalzo to do more important things than to worry about what we're doing from 2 to 5 on these very airwaves, I'd like for you to tell us about Carbless.
Listen, if I was allowed to do it, to watch what I just witnessed, to sit back and watch that entertainment, I would have loved to have sat back and cracked a Carbless and watched that entertainment unfold up before my eyes. That's because when it comes to Carbless, man, it's the only thing I go to when it comes to having a premium cocktail. In fact, this whole Memorial Day weekend, we went up north. Man, I brought a whole bunch of Carbless with me. I was cracking Carbless nonstop. Even my father-in-law never had a Carbless before. Said, hey, let me try one of those Carblesses. Cracked it open. He said, oh, wow. I'm starting to understand what you're talking about. The taste hits you. Whether it be the classic cocktails or the fruit flavors, the taste is unforgettable in that first taste. But it doesn't stop there. It is guilt-free because your body feels good when you drink it. No carbs, no sugars, gluten-free, less carbonation, leading to less bloat. I mean, that is such a treat. People to drink it, enjoy yourself, and be able to feel good after, not be bloated. It's made right here in Wisconsin, which I love. So whether you're going to be up north like me or outdoor patios, barbecues on the lake, or at a brewer game, Carbless is your go-to drink. If you haven't tried it, now is the time to discover why Liss is more and find them online and at retailers near you.
Well, I'm completely shook. I need 4 minutes during the break to get myself back to zen. I'm not breathing. I feel like I'm really dumb. So I think Kyle's in shock as well.
No, Phil, you are. Something happened here. I don't know what happened.
This was the equivalent of what? Space Jam, the power's taken from you?
Yeah, you were on this high.
Yes.
You were on this big high. Oh, I got to win this for my baby mama, my fiance and my baby girl. And then as soon as you saw Greg Scalzo, you
it was like a ghost.
And between the sparkling cider, Jesse Nelson, and Greg Scalzo, that's all we got for surprises today.
Are you sure?
I'm
Are you
positive.
lying to me?
That's at least from what I have planned, that's it.
I'm going to take a deep breath and we'll relive Craig Counsell coming back to American Family Field next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Ben, I've been a fan of you since Scalzo and Brust was on the air. You kind of are like a Pat McAfee for the ESPN Milwaukee. You kind of revolutionized this channel and stuff.
Leo, I'm here for you, and I appreciate everything you say. We love you listening, and you can call in every day and say that. I won't get old.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here from Kyle Brust and Nortman and tell you about the newest spiked tea on the market, and that is Hoop Tea. And when I mean that it's the newest and best, it was born on the boardwalk of Ocean City, Maryland, and enjoyed now right here in Madison, Wisconsin. With flavors like an original spiked tea. You have peach, you have mango, you have watermelon. Hoop Tea will make you feeling great with whatever flavor fits your profile. Hoop Tea. Enjoy the hoops on the screen and hoops in your hand. HoopTea.com. Must be 21 years or older to enjoy.
You can drive cutting-edge design. 2024 Audis are on the lot and ready for delivery. You can save $7,500 on select Audi EVs with the AFS EV lease bonus. See dealer for details and exclusions. Eligibility is subject to credit approval through Audi Financial Services. Cannot be combined with national customer credit. Offer expires June 3rd, 2024. Stop in and test drive today. Check out their website to see their current electric vehicle inventory and their monthly specials. The search for your Audi begins at Zimbrick Audi Madison, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road. Drive yours today.
Calling all athletes. Total Athlete Performance is here to take your game to the next level. Join them with summer speed camps available in both Verona and DeForest. Maximize your speed gains with intense acceleration-focused work, as well as max velocity and top-end speed training. Their trainers will tailor a weight room program specific to you with force velocity profiling. Plus, with data tracking and video analysis, you'll get to watch your progress firsthand. Visit tapwisconsin.com for more information. That's tapwisconsin.com.
At Gruber Law Offices, our biggest priority is the care and service we provide to our clients. We know accidents can be overwhelming, and we're here to help every step of the way. Call now. One call, that's all.
Fleet Farm has everything you need to reel in even more fish this summer. Rod and reel combos? We've got them. Exclusive lures you won't find anywhere else. You betcha. And this week, Berkeley Gulp Plastics and Scents are on sale for 20% off. Plus, keep your drinks cold and food fresh on those marathon fishing days with our huge selection of Yeti coolers and drinkware, featuring new seasonal colors like Big Wave Blue. Angle in to get everything you need for your everyday life at Fleet Farm.
The host might be irrelevant, but the conversations aren't.
I don't know that you could put a ton of stock into Jordan Love's OTA performance, but for him to be there is one no.
Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe, presented by Door County Distillery.
Let's remember, Packers fans, where we were 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe, presented by Door County Distillery. Live on ESPN Madison's YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and available wherever you get your podcasts.
An unsuspecting driver at a gas station in Wisconsin.
Welcome, Pump 15. How you doing?
Great.
Were you wearing your seatbelt today?
I never wear my seatbelt.
We're going to get him. We're going to get him real good.
Oh, my goodness.
Hello, sir. How you doing? Donald Driver. It takes 1 second to strap a seatbelt on. Well, let's do this. Let's do it together. Now, don't that feel better?
Donald Driver can't always be there to remind you.
Click it or ticket.
And let's reduce fatalities on Wisconsin roadways.
And I should have recognized your voice when you're harassing.
I'm watching you.
Sponsored by Wisconsin DOT.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wisconsin enjoys a rich history in broadcasting, which we celebrate at the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Fame. We honor those who have devoted their careers to serving their local communities as legendary broadcasters. The Wisconsin Broadcasters Hall of Fame, inside the Hilton Milwaukee City Center.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting.
Kyle, I need you to talk about the American Family Insurance Championship.
I'm all shook up.
Because I'm shook.
You are shook.
I am legitimately shook. For those who missed it, Greg Scalzo made a surprise. Mona Lisa.
What are the primary colors of light?
You had fun back there laughing, Strophy?
Which artist painted the Starry Night in 1889?
Mona Lisa.
What are the primary colors of light?
I see Greg Scalzo coming down the steps. He says he's going to see the engineers. Then I walk outside the studio. I look in. He's in the chair. And I'm like, I'm doomed. I was like, I'm doomed. I was set up.
You couldn't get locked in or
I mean, Kyle, you saw my face.
I
Like,
did. I got on camera.
I was done for.
Remember what I said earlier today?
You're
talking
like,
about the segment.
you said
it
it's
was a
no
guaranteed
doubter.
loss.
Yep.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah, something real slick to say then.
I sure did. You said I turned slow. And Brad said I was Brad. Now let me tell you something about Brad. Brad is supposed to be the guy on the show that continues to lift everyone up even when things are burning all around you. He called me cowardice.
Yeah, I said I usually sense confidence and swagger, and I only sense cowardice.
That's the guy that's supposed to bring us all up.
I mean, if you were a real G, you would have said, no, this is my seat. You get into the other seat. That's where I sit at.
Now, that would have been a power move.
You would have said that to the guy who's in charge of all of us?
I mean, hey, you gotta walk with that confidence, right?
Well, the good news is we're going to be giving away Snoop Dogg tickets at the end of the segment. Did you tell us about American Family Insurance, or did I black out?
You blacked out, but I can definitely tell everybody about American Family Insurance because guess what?
I did both.
The AmFam Championship is almost back, y'all. It is almost here. Get your tickets today so you can see all of the legends of the PGA Tour Champions Tour. And so, again, this returns to University Ridge Golf Course Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. It is going to be an incredible weekend of golf. You also have Train, who will be performing as well on June 7th at Breeze Stevens Field. And you heard me talk about it. This goes towards a great cause where the proceeds will support Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Families Children's Hospital. I'm telling you, you get to see golf. You get to see music. You get to enjoy great weather. You get to enjoy golf. It's just going to be a great weekend. So make sure you get your tickets today for the AmFam Championship at amfamchampionship.com. That is amfamchampionship.com is where you can get your tickets to a heck of a weekend next weekend.
So again, WisconsinOnDemand.com or go watch back on YouTube as Greg Scalzo made his triumphant return with Josh DiMaggio making the questions for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? I put up a 2 spot. I'm now 16-13-1, but that should count as 8 losses. So, like, I don't know if you guys knew this. You probably didn't. So Kyle saw my reaction to seeing Greg. And then when I sat in the chair, I tried to, like, I don't know. I knew I was doomed, so I tried to do the butter up thing, like, oh, buddy, like, and he just went for blood. He went for blood, and he got blood.
I think you even tried to get your mind and body right because this chair was lower. Ben actively lowered the rotating chair that we were on to just get a little higher stance, right?
No, I was too high. I had to come low. I was uncomfortable.
You came low?
Yeah.
Or was the other way around then?
Yeah, well, Josh chimes in 815. Can we add Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust to the list of Greg Scalzo's job duties? That was epic. I would love to. We're going to have to clear that with Craig Karmazin, probably, CEO of Good Karma Brands. Drew says that is the Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust I know and love. So this is a reflection of not me. This is a reflection of Kyle and Brad. Kyle and Brad are the ones with Strofe who need to bring the Greg Scalzo Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust energy. You guys are 3. He is 1 person. Josh is a part of it too. You guys are 3 people. You need to make it like that.
But Scalzo lives in your head.
Yeah,
you guys got to find a way to do it.
That's the man that broke you. Right? We're not the men. We're just the people that pick up the pieces. We can never be Scalzo.
Dwayne and Sheboygan, looks like I've been proven correct about the intimidation factor Greg brings in Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? I think this performance perpetuates the fix theory, just the confidence in Ben's voice. It was Greg.
I mean,
what did he do to you?
Oh my gosh. Everyone can't get over the fact that we both said grapefruit.
You both said grapefruit.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was a wild.
For what
wild,
vegetable starts purple, and then Greg told me.
Fruit is half the word.
Yeah. Again, that's what he does to me.
It's a grapefruit orange.
No.
Okay. I was just curious because after today, you might think it might be orange.
Yeah, it might be orange.
I thought it was from a color standpoint, I thought I got the answer correct. From a fruit or vegetable standpoint, I definitely missed it.
I mean, I gotta say, I learned a thing or two. Greg moving around the questions to rattle Ben early. Now, that is a brilliant move. I'm going to be doing that from here on out. Assuming Greg doesn't take the permanent role.
Would you guys be upset if he did?
I wouldn't, because it's such a value add. I mean, I love doing it, don't get me wrong. But he... To watch this dynamic unfold in front of us is really a treat.
Yeah, I just sit here and enjoy the show.
Yeah, you sure did. You were in shock. Your face.
I couldn't believe it. I'm telling you, you became stupid.
Ken in Milwaukee, it was a great start to the show. I was all smiles. Came in here, told everyone how I got engaged and how wonderful it was, and now I feel like I'm
still
I'm still the dumbest person in the world. So Ken, if you have a good engagement story, I will welcome it to warm my heart.
Sure. Well, congratulations first, Ben.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
So, I heard about the Left Lucky Town tailgate party for the opening series at Miller Park before the exhibition games. And when I saw who was performing, it was the Love Monkeys. And John, the lead singer, had been like a year or two older than me in school. So I called them up, and pitched him that, hey, I was thinking about getting engaged there. And he said, you know, we're the Love Monkeys, and we've had probably 20 people jump up on stage and propose, but nobody has ever had the ring, been prepared, and done it in advance. That's an awesome idea. So we got Locker's Flowers, brought the flowers, because I couldn't do anything myself. Everything had to be behind the scenes, and they were all real gracious with helping me out. And he said, okay, so when you get there, come and let us know who you are, you know, because we haven't seen each other in a while. So just come up and tell us, you know, Ken's here, and we'll take it from there. So we showed up at the thing, and we had both been married before, so we had our children with us who were minors, but the kids were in on it, so they were helping out with keeping her busy. So we walked in, and as we're getting our first drinks, I said, honey, you know, I'm going to go find us some seats or something, and trying to get away from her. And I heard the band say, John, the lead singer, says, hey, anybody want to come up here and have a drink with us, with the band? Come on up on stage. And I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea. And then he said, anybody want a shot of tequila? Come on up on stage. And my wife's like, he's drinking tequila on stage. Why don't you go join him? I'm like, oh, thanks, honey, I will. Because that's all I drink. So as I'm walking towards the stage, he says, yeah, come on, have a shot of tequila with us. And two other people were already coming up there. Just take your shirt off, come up on stage, and have a shot. And I'm like, oh, crap. Not exactly what I had in mind. But I'm going to be wowing the crowd later, so I might as well go for it and make a complete fool of myself now, because I'm going to later. So,
what, Strofe?
Hi, John, Ken. And he's like, hey, it's Ken, everybody. And didn't realize the connection. And I said, no, Ken. I'm Ken. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Ken, everybody. This is Ken.
And now you're in mad love still, buddy?
Oh, yeah. Well, so the thing was, they told us, wait until the first break, and then we'll pull you up on stage. So they took the first break, and we bouncer rushed my fiancée to the stage, and they started playing another song.
Strofe, why do you keep dumping our lovey-dovey callers?
It's 3 minutes long.
He didn't get to the climax.
He did not land the plane. We were supposed to give out. We were supposed to give out
Snoop Dogg tickets.
When he brought her back on stage, the bouncer, what happened? Did he propose, or is she
Strofe
married
dumped him?
We'll never know. To the dude from the band?
We'll never know.
Tell us, Ken, wherever his name is.
Text in the rest of the story. 800-990-3776 and call Strofe a mean name while you're at it. Are we giving away Snoop tickets right now? What caller do you want?
I'm sorry, what was the question? We were already getting phone calls.
Snoop Dogg tickets. What caller do you want?
Let's go 4 plus 20 is 24.
24. 4 plus 20. Oh, 4. Okay, 24. It says I need to do my best Snoop. Snoop! Doom. 800-990-3776. Caller number 24 for Snoop Dogg tickets to Potawatomi Casino Hotel. We'll be back, Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. With Strofe segment, we have no idea what it's called.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
You're
not young, wild, and free.
Yeah, I am young.
You're not that.
I am
Every time I ask you to do something, I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why are you taking shit? Why are you going personal? Why are you going to talk about business? I can still be free with a lady.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Fleet Farm has everything you need to reel in even more fish this summer. Rod and reel combos? We've got them. Exclusive lures you won't find anywhere else. You betcha. And this week, Berkeley Gulp Plastics and Scents are on sale for 20% off. Plus, keep your drinks cold and food fresh on those marathon fishing days with our huge selection of Yeti coolers and drinkware, featuring new seasonal colors like Big Wave Blue. Angle in to get everything you need for your everyday life at Fleet Farm.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
Dog, I can't remember a game that was this good.
Yeah, you know what else would be great right now? Some food from the Great Dane.
I know, but we can't go right now.
Good news! The Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company is available on DoorDash and Uber Eats. Stay in the game with the full menu delivered from the Great Dane closest to you. Downtown, Hilldale, Fitchburg, or East Madison. Order today with DoorDash and Uber Eats or on thegreatdanepub.com. Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's original brew pub since 1994.
If you're a motorist of the four-wheel variety, please watch out for those of us in Wisconsin who do their traveling on two wheels. Adjust your mirrors to reduce your blind spots. Allow motorcyclists a full lane width. Use your turn signal when merging or changing lanes. And allow more following distance between you and the motorcycle. Motorists and motorcyclists can work together to achieve zero preventable deaths on Wisconsin roads. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
It just sounds just like me and Kyle. Gosh. I'm out of town for the Snoop concert. I'm getting sad. Oh, Dwayne from West Bend. 23rd. He's heartbroken. It was caller number 24. All right, maybe I wasn't as good as I thought I was in the moment.
Oh, it all sounded good in the moment.
800-990-3776. We will be giving away Snoop tickets once a day for the rest of the week. So stay tuned on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, as well as Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, I believe, on 94.5 ESPN. They'll be giving away some as well. I always reluctantly take this phone call. He is... I would say the equivalent of what Brian D., our content director, says about Fulton Reed for all of you Mighty Ducks fans. 1 out of 5 times he hits the goal. 1 out of 5 times it's a good call from Jonathan Brust. We go to my brother, the delusional fan of the South, number 2. You're up.
Hey, Ben, I just want to say 2 things. One, I'm going to have a libation because I got Cal's super sectional game. I'm super nervous. 2, congratulations on finally getting engaged. I have met, I can't even count them on 2 hands how many girls that you've dated, but you finally found an absolute winner, and I couldn't be more happy for you.
I'm sure that's exactly what my girlfriend wants to hear. In the congratulations.
It's one of the 5 right there.
Can't even count
Ben,
on 2 hands.
You looked at me very strange when he said the word libation.
Like he's almost like having a flashback?
No, that's an alcoholic beverage.
No, he's not.
You don't know what a libation is?
No.
Yeah, libation is a drink.
It's an alcoholic
He wants to have a
beverage.
drink because he's nervous
He's
about
nervous
his
about
daughter's.
the
Oh, you think
game.
he's about to go have? He's already got 3 in him.
He just said, I'm going to have a libation because I'm nervous, and you looked at me like you had no idea.
I did not have any idea, but I also knew that even before the libation that he's going to have, there's already something in his system. As a shout out to my niece who is playing in the Super Sectional as the goalkeeper, and if they win, I'd love to go to her game on Saturday in the state final. So,
Oh, wow. So it's a state semifinal?
This would get them to the state semifinal.
Oh, cool. Fantastic.
She's goalie, right?
She's goalie. Thanks for taking interest, boys, while Strofe is cooling me for having a proud niece
She's like
moment.
Tom Brady.
How so?
Because the starter got hurt, and she came in and she took over.
Goalkeeper of the year?
Yeah, she became the starter.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, as a sophomore. Now Jonathan thinks like all these athletic scholarships are going to come. And
Maybe.
They may, but of course, like one season, he's like already planning 18 years ahead of what he thinks she can do.
What year is she? She's sophomore?
Sophomore.
That's pretty
so
impressive.
It's very impressive.
And this is varsity?
Varsity.
He's planning for Team USA already, huh?
Already.
Next, Brianna Scurry.
Already.
That's a name drop.
So, Strofe, you have no idea what's next?
I mean, we have a general idea what's next.
So we've been doing the KBN Academy since Kyle Bruston-Nortman started when? August, September?
September 11th.
September 11th. Never forget.
Boy,
never forget.
He has you messed up.
Yeah.
August?
Are you talking about Scalzo still?
Yeah, you still shook.
I'm still shook
Don't
from
know
Greg
what
Scalzo
libation
doing
is.
Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust at 3 o'clock. If you missed that, Wisconsin on Demand or YouTube. So we have no idea what's next. I do want to give a shout out to Palermo's Pizza because you know how we always talk about the Screamin' Sicilian, thin and crispy, the 2.5 feet of stuffed crust, the tavern-style pizza. I got something new for you. Something new from Screamin' Sicilian. Pizza bowls! And you know what? This might resonate with one on the panel even further than I thought because it's no crust, just topping. Screamin' Sicilian is ditching the crust to have these perfect quick snacks or a meal if you're seeking these low-carb, keto-style options.
Oh, my.
Pizza
Count me
bowls,
in.
baby. Pizza bowls. Screamin' Sicilian, nothing but toppings. It is exclusively at participating Kroger stores. So Pick and Save, Metro Market, and Mariano's. They have multi-meat, mozzarella, tomato sauce, Italian sausage, pepperoni, onion, ham, Italian-style meatball, pepperoni, supreme. They got options for you as it comes to the new pizza bowls. So I will still shout out the Mambo Italiano, but what I will do is figure out a fun way to incorporate the Screamin' Sicilian pizza bowls into KBN Nation's lives. Make sure you go check that out at your local grocer that I mentioned, Metro Market, Pick and Save, Mariano's, the Kroger stores. They will have the new Screamin' Sicilian pizza bowls. Coming up next on Kyle Bruston-Nortman, we have no idea, but Strofe's going to do a lot of the talking. So if you like Strofe, hang on. If you don't like Strofe, hang on. Snooze!
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach.
Yes, he's soft, as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Hunter Vaughn. 5 Badgers are heading to Eugene, Oregon for the track and field championships this week. 4 men qualified for the championships, including Andrew Casey, who ran the 7th fastest 800 meter in UW history with a time of 1:47.41. For the women, Olivia Roberts was the lone qualifier in the hammer throw. The championships run from Wednesday to Saturday. You can watch the first 3 days on ESPN2 and the final day on ESPN.
Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
There's a good chance if you watch sports, you're getting served information about hormone optimization. What does that even mean? Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health can tell you exactly what hormone optimization means. He will take your blood work and let you know if it's right for you. If you're feeling sluggish, not losing weight like you used to, you're not gaining muscle like you used to, or you just don't feel like yourself in most aspects of your life, go see Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. In fact, sign up for the 6-week experience so you can see everything that Carbon World Health has to offer, including hormone optimization. Learn more at carbonworldhealth.com.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues. This season, spring into adventure together in the Chevy of your choice.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Racing fans, this summer make your way to Elkhart Lake's Road America. Hear from driver Will Power on why he loves racing at Road America.
Road America is one of the old school road courses that we race at. You know, it's got a lot of IndyCar history there. It's about double the length of any track we do, but it's a great venue. It's very family orientated. You get, a lot of people come up there and camp and bring their families for the weekend to watch the racing. But it's a cool track. One of my favorite tracks for sure, and I have won there before, and I would love to do it again.
Is there anything that you felt in terms of a culture shock? I know you've been in the States for a long time, but when you come to Wisconsin, you get up there, and what do you love, or what do what's shocked you about it?
I like the area. I mean, it's really nice lake. It looks like a great vacation destination, actually.
Find schedule and ticket info today at roadamerica.com.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, we have liftoff, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
1, 2, 3, My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure.
You need to check out the Princeton Club because I'm telling you, the facilities are absolutely fantastic. Free childcare at the membership, open 24/7. I've done personal training. They have the great weights, cardio, workout classes. They'll have something for you to find your passion and find your better tomorrow. So have the courage to go in, get a tour, and I'm telling you, once you get the tour, you'll be like, this is the place for me. Free childcare, I can't talk about that enough and how much that's helped myself as I go through dad bod, not wanting that, having a place to drop off the kid, get a workout in. Princeton Club is amazing. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you. And our producer, Alex Strofe, has a segment coming up. We have no idea what we're about to hear. Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous. It might suck. I haven't heard it.
All right, well, if it sucks, we'll say it sucks. And if it's good, we'll give it props. And KBN Nation, chime in on the segment as well. Let us know what you think.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Stroph's time to shine on KBN starts now.
There's a lot of pressure here.
I mean, that big voice guy, I thought it was in a movie trailer.
My time to shine?
It's your time. I toss it over to you.
All right, fellas, tomorrow the University of Wisconsin Athletic Department will reveal its 2024 Hall of Fame class. Kyle, which of your co-hosts do you think is more likely to be inducted into their alma mater's Hall of Fame?
Oh, wow. What a question. What a question. Whew. You know what?
I didn't just punt.
No, it's not even. It's not about that. But Brad, you're a hell of a punter. You got
Kyle,
drafted.
Don't do this.
You got drafted.
Don't do it.
Very few Badgers get drafted, but you didn't play in a Final Four.
Played in 2 Rose Bowls.
I
Big
know
Ten championship game.
Did you set any records?
How about? How about rushing career average?
Yeah, I mean,
minimum 3 attempts.
It's probably high. I mean, your career accolades in the sense of what you became and what you did is significantly higher than his. But at Wisconsin, because of the team he was part of and the record that he had with 3-pointers, I believed in him. I thought he may have made it in the NBA. I was foolish.
Yeah, you were dumb.
But I mean, he could shoot. The boy could shoot, and he forgot how to shoot, just like he forgot how to do. Are you smarter than today? I would say it'll probably be Ben first. But wouldn't that be great that you both got in? You both have a chance.
Ain't no way I'm getting in after I ranted about Paul Christ.
Yeah, no way I'm getting in either, just on merit. So I probably would vote for you too.
By the way,
the
answer to this question, genuinely speaking, is Brad Nortman. Because some of these people, obviously, that go to the Wisconsin Hall of Fame, like I think Derek Watt maybe did?
No.
I'm pretty sure he might have.
No, there's no way Derek Watt is in the Hall of Fame.
See,
and like my point is, again, fact check me, but that's what I'm saying. He may have did more of an impact outside of what he did at Wisconsin, but he still has a tie to Wisconsin. So you played in a Super Bowl. That could mean a lot.
I will say, but besides you two, it's an all-time travesty that Tarek Saleh, who you hear during the football season on the Great Dane Huddle on 100.5 ESPN, the school's all-time leader in sacks, not in the Hall of Fame yet.
And he's guys with Barry.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
That one has never made any sense.
It should be reserved to what you did at the university, right? And I would say, Ben, you had bigger moments and you're setting records and team success. So between you and me, I would vote you for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, we just voted for each other. We're so sweet.
Very
losers.
Well, today we've been doing a lot of raising a glass, and I'd like to raise a glass today to Angel Hernandez, the Major League Baseball umpire who retired effective immediately after 3 decades in the MLB. I have never once heard a good thing about him. He made it.
I've heard good things about him, not as an umpire.
I haven't.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, no. I've never heard anything good about him.
What I will say about
like to make it that far, that long, 30 years, that's longer than I've been alive, at being horrible at something, being well known at being horrible at something, I give you props, dude. Like Jesse Nelson's only made it 10 years. He's got 20 years to go to reach Angel Hernandez territory.
So here's what I'm sad about with the Angel Hernandez thing. If the MLB was smart for his last season, they should have honored him by having his crew do the World Series.
Well, he has a discrimination lawsuit because he hasn't done one in 20-plus years, but I know why.
Yeah, but my point is,
it's
everyone says baseball's boring. I love baseball. And if you want to get a casual fan into it, you need controversy, you need bad calls.
No.
That to me, they would have been a ratings driver.
No. You know if the Brewers made the World Series and we lost because of Angel Hernandez, you know how mad I'd be?
Why did he retire?
Because he sucks. Because he probably got sick and tired of people ripping him for his terrible calls. I mean, he was awful.
Bad.
Name another umpire. Name one.
Search his name on YouTube, Twitter. There's some fun stuff to watch when it comes to Angel Hernandez making bad calls.
He's just terrible. He made a terrible call recently. He sucks.
He sucks, but he gets you talking about him. That's why I said World Series is his last hurrah.
No.
I know. It will never happen, but it's just my dream.
Obviously it will never happen.
He's so entertaining.
Has anybody ever been that bad at their job for that long and been able to maintain it?
No. At a high level,
Jesse Nelson for 10 years, you said?
Yeah, but that's only a third of what Angel Hernandez has done.
Jesse's on his way.
Yeah, Jesse's locked in. Locked in for life.
Content director, 100.5 ESPN for 30 years, 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jesse, when you retire or when you would decide to step aside, I want to take your job.
Jesse does live it pretty cush.
Take appointments when you don't even. He gets to watch his dog on Wednesdays when he gets a new dog approved by the upper management.
That's still wild.
That is the wildest thing that's ever happened in this world.
Shout out to him. What a way to
He's
find
working
your
it,
niche.
man. He is
found
working
your
it.
niche.
Last one for you fellas. The Crybabies from Indiana got sent packing last night. Celtics in a clean sweep in the Eastern Conference Finals. You mentioned it earlier, Benny. Your boy Drew Holiday is headed back to the NBA Finals. Can you find it within yourself to root for the Boston Celtics?
I can, yes. Simply because I love watching Drew Holiday play basketball. Simply why I cannot wait for the Olympics to watch Drew Holiday start. He will be a starter for the U.S. Olympic basketball team. That's how valued he is as a teammate and for what he can do on the court. And that is what's missing. How many times are we missing somebody to make a defensive play, a steal, get out and trade? Like, I love Drew Holiday, and I'm sad he's not a Milwaukee Buck. I understand why they needed to bring in a Damian Lillard, timing, Giannis happy, but it doesn't mean I still can't have my heart hurt when I see him make plays, but also root for him.
Yeah, when he made that defensive play to seal the game, a little bit of me died inside. And I can find myself rooting for Drew, one, because he's a part of that team, and that team will forever be a part of my heart. But two, he didn't want out. He loved Milwaukee. Dude leaned into Milwaukee.
Counsell chose to leave.
Exactly. Huge difference between choosing to leave and being the victim of the trade package. And he certainly was that. So he didn't want to leave. So, honestly, the better Drew Holiday does, the happier I am for him.
You two are so fake. Why would I be cheering for the Boston Celtics to win a championship?
Because Drew Holiday helped you win your championship.
I like Drew Holiday, but dude, I'm not cheering for the Celtics. I'm cheering for the Mavericks because I like Kyrie Irving better. I like Luka Doncic better, and so no.
Doncic.
I'm trying to speak Serbian.
Like Shrek.
What do we?
That team is super fun to watch, though.
What do we think of Strove's moment here?
I'm Team Kyle, by the way. Can't cheer for the team that has more titles than anybody else.
Yeah,
how do we think this went?
It was decent.
Yeah, I liked it. Solid start.
One of the things about the Drew Holiday thing that some people irrationally do is they follow the player instead of the team. Like you saw the Favre people that followed Favre from being when they were Packer fans to wherever he went. For me, it was Drew Holiday. I love him that much. I loved watching him play. I love what he did in Milwaukee, and I want to see him be successful.
So you want to see Boston win a
But
title.
again, I'm telling you, this is an irrational, emotional fan thing where I like following the player. I love him as a player that I want to see him do well in this situation.
Well, the Bucks are out of it either way.
It's
So
not
would you?
It's not Drew Holiday's fault that we're sitting here with 2 first-round exits.
That's exactly right.
Yes, it is. He was part of it last year. What are you talking about?
No.
What?
Well,
what are you saying?
He was part of a first-round exit, then they had another first-round exit even after he was gone. So
Yeah.
the problems are much deeper than Drew
Giannis
Holiday.
didn't play. You think if Drew Holiday played, we would have made it out?
I think we had a better shot with the lack of depth that we
Turn
had.
his mic off. Just let the music play for the next 40 seconds. He's still dumb from the "Are you smarter than?"
Well, I do want to tell everyone about those Screamin' Sicilian pizza bowls because, again, they need a double shout-out. If you're looking for something keto-friendly, think about all the times I've told you about Screamin' Sicilian and how screaming good the pizza is. Now just think no crust if you want that keto-friendly option for a snack. You can even have as a meal. Screamin' Sicilian pizza is so good that they made a pizza bowl that's going to be even better. Palermo's, find it at Kroger stores. That's Mariano's, that's Pick and Save, and Metro Market. Coming up next in Madison is Rutledge and Hamilton. We'll be right back in 2 minutes on 94.5 ESPN. Ben Brust here from Kyle Brust and Nortman and tell you about the newest Spike Tea